Hi, Internet. Bryce here. It just occurred to me the other day that I've been on the pit crew on Drag Race for over 10 years now. I've had almost 100 episodes on the show, and there's so many that it all gets jumbled in my mind. So I wanted to take a moment and kind of pick out my top 5 moments that I've ever had on Drag Race, whether it's kicking it with Alex Trebek or just getting kicked in the face by Anetra. Lots and lots of variety, lots and lots of fun, and I wanted to share with you my favorite 5 moments that I've had on Drag Race, and maybe give you a little behind the scenes what was going on through my mind during some of those wild moments. So I can't help but start with the very first episode I was on, and you might remember it if you're old like me, or if you've gone back and watched Season 7, Episode 1, Born Naked. Yes. That was quite a shock. It was my first episode on the show. I show up, I don't know what to expect. I meet Jason and Miles, they're both very nice people, and got along really well. Kind of showing me the ropes, introducing me to Ru. I got to see Ru for the very first time that day. That was cool. And then they said, all right, guys, we're going to show up naked. I was like, oh, hold up, what now? Luckily, behind the scenes magic, we just wore like these tan colored Speedos. And then when Ru yells, oh, pit crew, we walk in, and the queens all reacted like we were naked. And then they put the little bar that says like RuPaul over us. So yeah, that was my very first episode, first time on set, first time being on like an actual TV set, meeting Ru, meeting all the wonderful kind folks there, meeting my makeup artist Jen. She's amazing. She's still been there for like the whole time I've been there. Yeah, you might notice that my face might be a little red right now. Jen does a wonderful job of matching my face to my spray tan whenever I get a spray tan. So shout out to Jen. Thank you so much. Love you. So let's skip forward a little bit to my second favorite episode, which was Season 15, Episode 1, The Talent Show, where I got warned at least a little bit ahead of time on what was going to happen. So I remember very, vividly one day I'm just driving home from work, and I get a call from Drag Race, and they're like, hey, Bryce, are you okay with karate kicks? And I said, that depends. Are they aimed at me? And they said, well, yeah, kinda. There's going to be a board in front of you. Are you okay with doing that? And I said, that sounds fun. Karate. I don't have any karate background, but I can hold something. I was in cheerleading, so I'm able to like hold people over my head. So I figure I can hold a board in front of me. That's probably okay. So I said, yeah, sure. Sounds great. And then a few weeks later, I'm on set, and I'm holding the boards, and Anetra's coming out there doing the rehearsals, and I got it like this. I'm like, kick, and it was fine. We were just like, you want to snap, kaboom, done. Nothing to it. But they were very nice to me, and they said, hey, Bryce, if you're a little worried, we can give you hand guards to hold the wood. And I'm thinking, wait, 6-year-olds do this barehanded. I'm not going to show up on TV with like a hand guard. So I said, no, thank you, which was actually fine. Until the final kick, I got like a little bit of a cut. Oh, wham, wham, boo, boo. But it was fine. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun just watching Anetra do her thing. And then it's like, yes, chop. And the audience was like, woo, the chop. And then the kick happened. And they're like, oh, blowing my mind. Now, moment number 3, I would like to say, is the Tic Tac Bowl Challenge. So in All-Star 7, Episode 1, we filled an entire bowl of orange Tic Tacs, and the challenge was to take pictures in the Tic Tac bowl. And at the end, Bruno and I, the pit crew of the day, got to go in the bowl ourselves and do our own photo shoot. So we got this like amazing overhead shot of me just like lying in a Tic Tac bowl. It's probably the weirdest photo I could have ever thought I would actually be in, and that's why it's number 3, just because I never know what's going to happen when I show up, except for the karate kick thing, of course. The funny part about a giant bowl of Tic Tacs is, if you've ever been to the store, you know they don't sell them in giant bowls. They sell them in those little tiny canisters, like the personal sized. So the whole day before we shot the whole Tic Tac bowl, people had to individually open the little Tic Tac things and pour them into the giant bowl until it filled all the way up. Very time consuming, but it was worth it for the awesome photo. And my 4th most memorable moment was when I got to meet the late and great Alex Trebek. That was amazing because I get to talk to him about my real job, engineering. So I actually got to talk to Alex Trebek and tell him on all the cool projects I was working on and all the airplanes I was involved in making, and that was just really special. It was really great to get the opportunity to talk to him before he passed away. That's one of my favorite parts about being on Drag Race. You never know who you're going to meet, and meeting some of the people that might not be there forever. And you only get that one opportunity to talk to them. And that's just really special to me. And that's why it makes my top 5 list. And I couldn't really exactly pin down my 5th choice for my top moments on Drag Race. So I'm going to say any and all green screen and acting challenges. So yeah, that's so much fun. We get to see the queens really come up with some zany ideas and bounce ideas off of Ross and Carson and Michelle. And you just see like, oh, tweak this, tweak that a little bit, see what works, see what doesn't. And then it all comes together in the end somehow. Months later, we get to see the finished product with the green screens replaced and all the special effects added in. So when I'm walking around with my little pitchfork and my little pointy ears, and you get to see the whole background and the flames and everything, and it all really comes to life. So yeah, every green screen challenge is my favorite. That's my number one day I most look forward to every season of filming. So those are my top 5 moments on Drag Race. I'm sure you might have a different opinion on your top 5 pit crew moments on the show. So just let me know. Maybe I'll make another video and I can talk about those. And till then, bye.